Do you guys really know me? A lot of you obviously know things about me that I don't even know about myself. Like, you point something out that I do, I didn't even realize I do it. Today, I'm doing a personality test to see what kind of person I am. This could go very wrong. I haven't actually seen the questions, so here we go. Personality test. You enjoy vibrant social events with lots of people. Okay, so it's kind of like the More Sidemen video that we stole. I like the idea more than I like them. I don't not enjoy them. In my head, I'm like, oh yeah, I really want to go to that. And I end up going to a lot. I end up just kind of standing there and thinking, like, how long do I have to be here for? Just kind of peak. You know what? I'll go with the, like, slightly disagree, because realistically I don't enjoy them, but I still want to go. I think it's just fear of missing out. You often spend time exploring unrealistic yet intriguing ideas. That's true, although I don't spend that much time on it. I want it ASAP, even if it's unrealistic. For example, a Sidemen esports team. That can take a long time to sort, but I still end up exploring it. Although that's not unrealistic, because someone could come in. I guess I do. I normally give up quite quick because I realize it's unrealistic, so I'd go slightly agree. Your travel plans are more likely to look like a rough list of ideas than a detailed itinerary. 100% agree. If it was up to me, I'd book my flight a day before. The week before a trip, I don't want to go on the trip, because I know I have to get ahead on videos and I think, oh, this is horrible. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go. Maybe if I just cancel my holiday now, I'd be a couple days ahead and I could just chill. But yeah, it's always a rough idea. Like, I never plan anything. And even when I'm there, my plan is to do nothing. You often think about what you should have said in a conversation long after it's taken place. Yeah, it still hits me most days. A conversation from months ago that I'm like, oh, no. JJ said this, or Josh said this, etc. And I'm like, I should have said something. I should have said this. If your friend is sad about something, your first instinct is to support them emotionally, not to try and solve their problem. Ugh.
This is getting deeper and deeper.
I don't know. I'd like to think that I tried to support them emotionally, but I think very, like, logically, and if there's something sad, I'd try and solve it. But obviously, how would you solve, you know, like a passing away of a family member? I can't just go like, oh, here's a new granddad. I don't know. I'd say I slightly agree. People can rarely upset you. Now, this is one. Oh, okay. I'd like to think it takes a lot to upset me. Anyone around me or anyone that I know, if I know your intentions, you won't be able to upset me. JJ could insult me with any insult.
You have a smelly haircut.
If I know his intention, like, it's JJ. He's not actually being mean to me. That won't upset me. But I genuinely can get upset about one comment. The amount of hate I see online, hence why I don't use Twitter anymore. That place is the most toxic place in the world. So I don't want to say agree. People can really upset you. I'm going to go this, like, middle disagree. It's quite easy, realistically. Just get me on the wrong day. This is gonna end up being quite a serious video, I think. I saw a personality test. I was like, oh, this could be funny. You often rely on other people to be the ones to start a conversation and keep it going. I feel like I've changed a lot recently. I used to be really awkward. Now I'm only slightly awkward. I feel like I do try to keep conversations. I'll lightly disagree. If you have to temporarily put your plans on hold, you make sure it's your top priority to get back on track as soon as possible. I don't even understand what that means. I mean, I guess I'd lightly agree, like slightly agree. You rarely worry if you've made a good impression on someone you met. Oh, disagree. Not fully disagree, because there's some people that I don't really care. Actually, to be fair, anyone I meet, I'm just like, I hope I didn't come across as a dick. I do worry quite a bit. It'd be a challenge for you to spend the whole weekend all by yourself without feeling bored. It would be. After the third wank, what would I do? Yeah, honestly, nah, it would definitely be a challenge. Actually, you know what? I rely on talking to other people. Even if I was alone here, I'm in a call most of the time with other people. I literally sit there just waiting until someone comes in. And as soon as I hear that Discord, like, hello? Who's there? Who's there? Hello? You are more of a detail-oriented than a big picture person. Oh, yeah, slightly agree with that one. There's not much to follow up with that. You're very affectionate with people you care about. I am with some. I always see memes of, like, obviously there's the whole KSIman meme, and I see a lot of comments like,
Oh, you never even hug Talia on camera.
It's because I just don't feel like that needs to be on camera. I'd slightly agree with that. You have a careful and methodical approach to life. Yeah, agree with that. You're still bothered by the mistakes you made a long time ago. 100%. I think that's why I have to talk to people all the time. Because when I talk to people, I don't think about anything. I think that's why it'd be a challenge for me to spend a whole weekend alone, because I'd hate to be in my own mind.
I'm trying not to get too deep.
At parties and similar events, you can mostly be found farther away from the action. Yeah, that's pretty true. If I go to like a gaming event or whatever, you know, like launch of COD or something like that, I'll be just in the corner talking to a couple people. You often find it difficult to relate to people who let their emotions guide them. I do find it difficult to relate to them because I'm kind of there just like, why don't you just do this instead? Like, I think I'm more of a, I don't want to say logical, because that means that people with emotions aren't logical. I'll slightly agree. When looking for a movie to watch, you can spend ages browsing the catalog. Who doesn't? If you know what? You're a sicko. You are a sicko if you go on. That film looks good. Done. You're a weirdo. You can stay calm under a lot of pressure. Hell no. I play Warzone. If I'm like the last alive or we get to the final circle, my hands sweat. Before the charity matches, the last one we did, I threw up in the bathroom because I was literally I felt like there was a lot of pressure. When in a group of people you do not know, you have no problem jumping right into their conversation. Slightly disagree. I can if there's like a setup to, but I don't know what people get offended by these days, so I don't want to say anything. Like, I don't want to, like, oh, I ain't saying nothing anymore, because you never know. When you sleep, your dreams tend to be bizarre and fantastical. I'm actually gonna, it's said to avoid neutral, but I'm gonna go neutral because sometimes I have really boring, sometimes I don't. In your opinion, it is sometimes okay to step on others to get ahead in life. I disagree with that, because stepping on someone, I guess, would mean you're like going up above them. They're not gaining. You're literally stepping on. It says it in the question. Maybe you're dedicated and focused on your goals, only rarely getting sidetracked. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I got my goals of, you know, 10 mil on my main channel, 10 mil on the Sidemen channel, and then I guess that's my goals, to be honest. I don't know if I want to do YouTube for that much longer. There's that famous phrase that's like, die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Something like that. And I feel like it's just like the amount everyone hates everyone online already. It's just like, I don't want to be a part of it. I can't wait to get off the internet. Don't get me wrong. I do enjoy making videos. There are a few people, obviously, who say nice things, but they just get crowded out by the hate. If you make a mistake, you tend to start doubting yourself, your abilities, or your knowledge. Yes, agree. When at a social event, there's a lot of these parties apparently, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people, most likely talk to the ones you already know. 100. You know what? That's just a full agree. If there's people I know there, that's all I'm talking to. Nothing against them. I'm just too awkward. You lose interest in the discussion when it gets philosophical. You know what? I'll slightly agree. I'm going neutral. I hate it. I hate the fact that I'm going neutral, but I don't know. It depends what it is. You'd never let yourself cry in front of others. I mean, I have done, but I will do everything I can not to let them, so I'll go with that. You feel more drawn to places with a bustling and busy atmosphere than to more quiet and intimate ones. Nah, quite like quieter ones. Don't really like people. You like discussing different views and theories on what the world could look like in the future. I don't really care. When it comes to making life-changing choices, you mostly listen to your heart rather than your head. Slightly disagree. I think they're connected. I think when people say you can only think with one, bollocks. You cannot imagine yourself dedicating your life to the study of something that you cannot see, touch, or experience. I don't know what that even means. Yeah, I'll slightly agree. There's a lot of questions in this, you know. It says it takes 12 minutes up here. You usually prefer to get your revenge rather than forgive. I don't do either. I'm gonna go with slightly disagree, because if I was going to get revenge or forgive, I'd like to think I'd forgive now. 7 years ago, I was a spiteful little twat. I probably would have lied and said forgive. Nowadays, I'm not forgiving them, but I don't care about revenge. I'm happy with my life. Just move on. You often make decisions on a whim. These are so vague. All of these are so vague. The time you spend by yourself often ends up being more interesting and satisfying than the time you spend with other people. Disagree. You often put special effort into interpreting the real meaning or message of a song or a movie. Slightly disagree. Never ever with movies. You always know exactly what you want. Disagree. That is a strong disagree. You rarely think back on the choices you made and wonder what you could have done differently. Strongly disagree. That's basically the same question as you asked me earlier. When in a public place, you usually stick to quieter and less crowded areas. Yes, we've already answered this. You tend to focus on present realities rather than future possibilities. Oh, nah, slightly disagree. I think about future possibilities all the time. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. Disagree. No, God, no. David Dobrik. I was at a party with him and I was there like, I can't go up to him because I have nothing to say other than like, you're sick. He's gonna go, oh, thanks. That guy was weird. And that's it. I don't want that. You often drift away into daydreaming about various ideas or scenarios. Slightly disagree. I don't daydream much, I don't think. You look after yourself first and others come in second. This is hard because there's times where I put others first, but I don't want to be a liar and be like strongly disagree. I'll go very slightly agree. I'll be completely honest with you guys and I'll go slightly agree. I'm not gonna sit here and just try and get you guys to think highly of me. Your mood can change very quickly. That is a strongly agree. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. No, I don't. I'm here to, you know, try and do some good in the world, fall in love, have kids, try and make them do good in the world. That's it. You often talk about your own feelings and emotion. Disagree. Honestly, I am a book. This is the most serious video I've done on this channel in ever, probably. You've got detailed education or career development plans stretching several years into the future. Disagree. I have absolutely nothing planned. We didn't even know that the Sidemen would be going this long. Spending time in a dynamic atmosphere with lots of people around quickly makes you feel drained and need of a getaway. Slightly disagree. I don't like it that much, but I don't feel like I have to get away. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than to organized and consistent efforts. I mean, the fact that I've done daily videos for, 7 years, I'm gonna have to say it's consistent. You frequently find yourself wondering how technological advancement could change everyday life. Nah, don't care. You always consider how your actions might affect other people before doing something. Now, I try to. Admittedly, I didn't. You still honor the commitments you have made, even if you have a change of heart. Slightly agree, because it kind of depends what. And you rarely feel insecure. I'm not going to go strongly disagree, because, you know, sometimes I look pretty fucking good, you know. And sometimes I'm feeling dope. All right, now we get to see our results. These aren't going to be any hilarious results. They're not going to be like, you are Robin Hood from the Disney World. I don't know, something like that. They are actual results. Mind, I'm 61% introverted. In my head, mind, this trait determines how we interact with our environment. I think that's actually kind of right. I am introverted when I'm not around people I know. I could go with Talia to her friend's party or whatever, and I don't know the rest of the people. I will be very introverted. Energy, 31% intuitive, 69% observant. Don't really get it. Intuitive personality types rely on imagining the past and future potential. Those that are observant are more interested in observable facts and more straightforward outcomes. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. I'd go with that, lol, 69. This trait determines how we make decisions. I think I'd go a little bit more thinking. I think I'd go more like 70-30. Tactics. This trait reflects our approach to work. 51% prospect. See, I need to know the difference between these now. So prospecting are more likely to focus on what makes them happy as opposed to what their parents, etc. expect. Okay, that's just kind of even. And identity, this trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities. Turbulent or assertive. What does that mean? Assertive tend to be calm, relaxed, and free from worry. Turbulent types are more likely to be self-conscious, perfectionists, concerned about their abilities or how others perceive them. This one is the most accurate. I mean, I think this one's pretty right. I think this one's kind of right. This one would probably be a bit more thinking, I think. Virtuoso. I don't know what this means. Someone with introverted, observant, thinking and prospecting. Okay. Natural makers, moving from project to project, building the useful and superfluous for the fun of it, and learning from their environment as they go. I feel like that's just too kind. Ultimately, the reason I did this is to try and open up a little bit more to you. So my strengths: optimistic and energetic. Normally, yeah, creative and practical. I mean, you can say no, but I mean, ultimately, I've been doing YouTube for 7 years. Like that is some sort of creative. Spontaneous, not really. Great in a crisis. Relaxed, no. Weaknesses: stubborn. Yes. See? I know I'm stubborn. I'm hella stubborn. Insensitive. That's what I'm saying. Private and reserved. Easily bored. Yes. Dislike commitment. I mean, Talia's my first girlfriend. So, this is weirdly accurate. When it comes to parenting, virtuosos give their children more freedom and opportunity to do whatever they want within sensible limits. That is my exact mindset. I want to be able to provide for my kids so they can do whatever they want. And as long as they put everything into it, they can do whatever they want. They want to pursue, you know, building tanks. Go ahead. Put everything into it. Few personality types are as bold and practical as virtuosos, known for their technical mastery and willingness to improvise. They're good at finding unique solutions to seemingly impossible challenges. See, this is bigging me up too much. This is just looking at positives. Okay, yada, yada, yada. See, I get bored easily. I'm gonna leave it there and let me know what you guys get or don't. I'm just thankful you guys watched this video, watch any of my videos. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back again tomorrow for another video. So, peace.